Welcome back, everybody. And with that, EGP, they're on their last leg. Backs to the wall right now, quarterfinals. If they drop this next game, not only do they lose their spot, they're also giving veteran exactly what he wants. I think that's the worst thing of all when you think about it.
You're right. I think no greater sin can be committed than making veteran be right. So EGP gonna need you to,
Step
pick
it
it
up.
back
Come
up,
on.
step it up a little bit. You can't even if it's I know it's his birthday, but come on, man.
Yeah, come on.
Just
Like
give
you
it to
can't
him.
give him the free one. Like they give him the grace when they're like, we'll give him a little, toss him a bone, right? Give him a little
That's
something.
what
It's
it
his
is.
birthday. We'll give him
So
something.
swell.
Now they're coming back, and I think the desk actually made a great point. Something that we talked about as well. That Mia, right? We wanted to see on a bit more of a main character kind of champ rather than something that skills and sits back. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
I agree, and they were saying like to play for Mia more, and I think that's honestly the right call there, especially when you see something like the Twitch where you can do a lot with resources. Mia just needs them because
Yeah.
she's a player we talk about, like we highlight this bot lane matchup for a reason. Mia, we know, and we've been talking about it since this tournament started. Very mechanically skilled, very talented player. So play for her, and we'll see. That's what EGP are going to do now on this second game. Hopefully, to be able to try and bring things back against TBA because TBA do not let off the gas.
Absolutely not. And now we do see the side switch actually coming out. So EGP going to be on the red side this time around with TBA on the blue side already. And it's coming out just the usual still. Wemby taken right off the board immediately by TBA. Okay, they hovered. I got a little worried for a second. I'm not going to lie. I got a little worried for a minute there. But they are going to go ahead and take that off the board. EGP is going to follow with their first bans as well. You think we're going to is it going to be another one of those, it's not you, it's me sort of comps? Or do we see a lot more changes coming out this time around?
It depends. I mean, for some of the initial bans, I don't think it's going to change. Like Gwen, Rengar, not surprising. We'll probably see EGP ban Wukong because they even banned it on blue side. Not interested in playing against that in any capacity. But I think that last one for TBA is interesting because now EGP, they banned away the Senna on that third ban on blue side. Are TBA going to do the same thing just so you can remove a safe option for Mia if EGP are looking to go Senna Tom Kench?
True. That's definitely a possibility or route to take. But for now, seeing the jungler also being taken off the board once again. Don't want to give Yukino any of those really hard-hitting junglers. Nocturne taken off. Now with this last ban coming out here from TBA, really taking their time, thinking about what they want to take off the board here. For them, definitely they can take somewhat of a breather, right? They have that one margin of error that first game that they can lose. Obviously, not looking to, but, you definitely feel a lot better than if you're like, oh, we got to win back-to-back now, boys,
And it's actually going to end up being that Lucian ban for TBA, just to, again, just continuously get rid of some of those strong early game options from Mia, and they're actually just going to take the Senna themselves. So TBA could just be setting up for a Tom Kench for Chukis.
True. Absolutely could be. Maybe we see the same kind of run back as in our first series, right? Where you see unlocking the Senna, seal a Tom Kench away. Definitely a possibility, but we have to wait and see. And we also see the card that's being banned out. Not too surprised, honestly. I don't think Dog Show wants to have to face it. Ooh, the Jinx.
Wait, the Jinx Tom Kench.
There it is, baby. Called it. There it is.
Yeah, that's the good call out. I mean, this is kind of what we were hoping for too. Mia on that hyper carry pick. You have a champ, a support that can play for her in these team fights. We've seen time and time again how valuable that Devour is, even when it got switched from a basic ability to an ultimate ability. Still huge in what you're able to do. So now, it seems like so far EGP have set up pretty well for Mia.
Ooh, the set actually being locked in here. Something we haven't seen today yet. Very interested to see how that's going to be turning out. And now with another pick coming out here from TBA, I think we're going to be seeing like the support coming out this time around. Oh, never mind.
You know what? That I'm wondering if that is set support. Since you mentioned that one. So we'll see. We'll get to that one in just a moment. But the victor for Robbie Bob, his Smurf. During C-Law, you can't let this guy have his champion. So that's a pretty good start there for TBA as well. Scales really well into the late game. Yeah. Robbie Bob, he's that guy. That's kind of all there is to really say about that one.
He's that guy. Yeah, he is just that guy. We do see the GP being locked in here for EGP. And so I'm curious if they're going to be most likely probably giving up the face off in that top lane, standing on up there. You see the Lee Sin ban actually coming out. So a bit more jungle focus here, ban-wise from EGP. We wait for the next ban coming out from TBA here. Let's see what they want to take off the board next. Is going to be the Ari hovering it. There we go. The lock ain't coming in. So I'm going to take the Ari off the board.
Yeah, just taking away the some of those earlier game options there for Doxa. You could see another band come through for him. Maybe they end up going for the Zoe or something like that as well. I mean, with the GP, pretty solid zone control overall. But either way, you're seeing the Scion for EGP. Also a pretty solid shout. They're all just to make sure that isn't like set top lane coming through here. And they just want to get rid of that Senna Scion, as that is another popular pairing with this champion.
Yeah, definitely want to get that off the board. And now TBA, their final band remaining. Are they going to look to just take another mid laner off the board and look to make Robbie Bob's life a little bit easier? Or are they going to try and take something else out? Only time will tell. It is going to be the Zoe, so another mid lane focus band coming out.
Right, and at that point now, it's just going to be about getting... You got to imagine you just go jungle here, because neither team has actually grabbed the jungle for themselves yet. Wukong is off the table, but like pretty much everything else besides Wukong, Lee Sin, and the Nocturne. Thank you. So there's still technically the Hecarim if you want to run it back for the side of EGP, but I don't think they do. I like the Viego a lot more for Yukino. Very practice on the champ, and you just get that last counter pick there for Doxa in the mid lane. But even though you know you're playing into the victor, you just want to grab that Viego as soon as possible.
Yeah, definitely don't want TBA taking that away, stealing it. We saw what Kidzuo could do on it, and it was not pretty for the side of EGP, so I want to take that off the board. But the Ornn actually getting locked in here for this top lane. Okay, so might actually really be that set support like you called it.
Yeah, that's right. So it is really good for Topo. I mean, he plays the champ really well, and it just gives you some really great frontline against EGP. Like, you have the Ornn. It's just so constant. Like, you can lose lane. It's kind of whatever. Like, you're still Ornn.
Yeah.
As long as you get enough experience to start getting those Ornn upgrades, you're really great for scaling. You're great at engaging, disengaging. There's just so much to say about this champion here. And yo, is that Kha'Zix?
That is Kha'Zix.
We're seeing two different players play Kha'Zix?
Oh my god. Okay, the Kha'Zix. Okay, and honestly, I gotta say, I like it just looking at the comp of EGP for those champs, where if that Kha'Zix gets online early on,
we've seen it.
Going to rip through. Yeah, we've seen it happen before, and I think it's going to be even easier for Kitsuo to do it this time around as well, looking at the comp from EGP.
Yeah, I mean, you already know that even though Doxa's Akali goes pretty nutty, but you aren't going to get that early push on. I think that's the big thing for Kitsuo at the moment here, because now you're playing this Kha'Zix where you can get a little more aggressive, because you are going to have that laner that ends up getting pushed for you here. Top lane, I think is like slightly Ornn favored early on. Bot lane, I have no idea. I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's because it's gonna go for Senna Set, just because Set's really good into melee supports usually. I think that's why Chuki's ended up pulling it this time around, especially because with Senna, you get to farm, you actually get some income in your pocket, so you get to some of those tank items faster.
Yeah, I feel like also with the set support, it is kind of setting you up for a lot of protection from just the dive potential that comes out from EGP, right? You've got the Tom Kent, the Abyssal Dive is going to be looking to go in. You've got that Cannon Barrage as well from Faisal on the GP, and you even have the Heartbreaker from the Viego, right? So obviously, you know, you got to be really careful on those turrets, but you also got to be careful on the Rift, because we're getting right into game 2. Just to reiterate, if you're only joining us now, this could very well be it for EGP. Their backs are against the wall right now. They lost game 1. They got to win 2 games back to back if they want to stay in this thing.
This time around, it seems like they have a pretty well set up to do so on the side of Evil Genius Prodigies. Again, this is single elimination bracket. Winner goes to the semi-finals next week on Monday. And top 4, you get a lot of those extra sweet points and it qualify you for proving grounds.
True. Point diff. You always love to see it.
It's a point diff. Yeah.
Exactly. But for now, once again, no level 1 shenanigans going down just yet. EG Prodigies don't want to risk anything, and Team Pending are like, yo, we can just chill.
Right. I mean, you are going to have... I think Kitsuo will still have these opportunities to be active, aggressive. That's usually what we see from him here. And it's just going to be about finding some of these angles to actually get ganks off. I mean, realistically, like, you have Robbie, who's going to be able to get push into this Akali. So you don't worry too much about your which mid laner is excuse me, is going to be able to rotate first to a lot of these skirmishes, and that's what we see Team Pending do all the time. Just set themselves up to skirmish constantly, and it always ends up going in their favor.
Yeah, definitely. Monster already a little bit of trades coming out here and there with the level 1 going down. Trying to already get Dombre low here. Once that level 2 comes around, that Abyssal Dive is unlocked. Gonna have to be careful now. Of course, the Face Breaker definitely gonna allow to some disengage to come out, but regardless, only time really will tell how things are gonna shape out on this lane. Meanwhile, though, Mia already pushing in, doing some damage. It's not gonna be taking that same disrespect that she took in game number 1.
No, and I mean, that's pretty crucial just because of how far behind Mia was set in game 1. This time around, on another hyper carry in the Jinx, especially set up well with the Tahm Kench, does mean that EGP do have a better chance here to succeed as long as they're able to play for Mia. You can see Yukino starting top pathing towards this bottom side already shows us an inkling of, what that's going to look like.
Yeah, indeed. This is top lane. Faisal has that wave pushed in pretty hard at the moment. Not too much going down. That's a big wave stacking up right now for Topo. Definitely like to see it. So overall, just not too much going down right now. Looks like Facial probably just gonna crash and just head on back, I would assume. Very big wave.
Yeah, realistically, Topo's just gonna have to deal with that one.
Yeah.
Both junglers are, at least both junglers are on the bottom side of the map, so there is no action coming through here. It's another handshake lane, and even though Topo's not necessarily gonna get the better end of that one, playing Ornn, you're chilling.
Yeah,
it's still not like a big deal. So the action that we're gonna see is on this bottom side. See both junglers, the bottom river, looking for that crab, and it's just about trying to set up for your bottom lanes, like we've been talking about this entire time. And I think, yeah, it looks like Kitsuo got the scuttle crab.
Yeah, overall, nothing too much to talk about just yet. Still in that early preparatory phase, but Unico looking for that long con gank. Perhaps you're going to be heading on into the brush. None of it warded out, so they can bait something out here that might just be huge. You know, going to really bide his time and wait. The wave should slowly but surely be moving over to him into that middle brush, and now he lies and wait. The hunter stalks his prey and waits here, but it's going to... Oh, let's hit the back. Okay, I was a little worried. Charging up the Spectral Maw. Not quite going to connect, though, and so over. I'm not going to find what they were looking for. Kitsuno is here as well.
Oh,
actually,
the flash
Face Breaker, though, is huge. The Sentinel coming out as well. Dombre running for his life to get ignited, but should be able to just pop his shield. It's level 3, so not much going to come out of it at the end of the day. That will be Flash Ignite out for Chukis, but the heal does get popped from Mia as well.
So you get some bit of pressure off, and I like the read from Kitsuo, recognizing that that's a big opportunity for a lane gank there from Yukino, and it doesn't end up working. Neither does the re-engage. So now it's Kitsuo just looking for whatever else he can get. Doxa, of course, sniffs a little bit of trouble, and even though the ward doesn't see him, he ends up catching Kitsuo himself.
Exactly. I'm really curious to see where Doxa is going to be recalling this game. Obviously, he doesn't have to worry about the Viego stuff coming through, but regardless, I'm curious if he just got like absolutely scarred from game 1.
It very well could be, but realistically, Doxa is definitely going to be able to have an impact in this game. So you have Robbie Bob, who is pretty immobile. Senna, who's pretty immobile. Oh, wait a minute.
Indeed. Kitsuo is in this top lane. So much damage coming out. Can't quite find it, though. The orange is just too OP. Vitamin C is too good. And so overall, won't quite find it. Trying to turn this thing around onto Topo with the flash coming out. And so Topo will live to fight another day unless they can find some kind of a barrel to connect here. Won't quite find that. And so Yukino just going to apply even more pressure. And look, just take some of these camps.
That's right, because Topo's has got a recall, has no teleport. So actually, so much so that Topo's is gonna...
Oh, actually.
Oh, wait.
Yo, looking for something here. Oh, Yukino might have been on more than Getsu, though. Okay, the heal coming
he got the Grump.
Indeed, he did. The flash, the W to try and get some distance. Topo, though, on his way there as well. First blood goes into Kitsuo. He's like, hey, tell my jungle boy, you don't belong here.
Yeah, Topo, honestly, he sacrifices a good bit for that one, but I think that one is worth, because you get Kitsuo first blood, you defend his jungle, and I mean, you're still Ornn, so you're okay losing out on a bit of gold and XP. It's not going to matter as much, and the value is certainly there. That's Team Pending, finding the early leads yet again. It is one kill. Kitsuo on the Kazakhs. We know what that champion can do if you let it snowball. Yeah, you're laughing because you know.
I do indeed. If you know, you know. You know, it's just how it is. And so definitely got to watch out for that. But regardless, it is, as you said, only 1 kill. So nothing to panic about just yet. With the perfect execution coming out. Not quite going to find that shuriken, though, from Doxa. Trying to get some damage out. But ultimately, I don't think he'll be finding that kill. Meanwhile, that bot lane looking to find the kill here on the Masu. Abyssal dive. Not quite going to get Masu, but will get Chuki's pop in the face breaker and the haymaker and everything under the sun right now. But it does not matter because Yukino is there. Grabs the kill. Masu has to retreat.
And that's what we're looking for. EGP for Yukino, so you can just continue pressuring this bottom side of the map. And now you get the assist. Now you get an easier lane for Mia. It's been huge so far for EGP. And they find themselves actually up about 1,000 gold now. Part of it is Faisal and how much Topo sacrificed for that top jungle play. And it's also Mia, who's, of course, out CSing Chookies because, you know, melee into mid, or melee into range matchup, excuse me.
Yeah.
But it's still gold in EGP's favor.
Definitely. Capo getting bullied off his wave a little bit here by the barrels. Looking to find an opening to try and get some engage going. We do see Yukino is pathing his way top slowly but surely. Maybe they look to find something here when the wave slowly bounces back. But for now, we do see the roam actually coming out from Faisal. So I'm guessing, yeah, there he is. The big boy on the rift right now. Herald has spawned in. And so I'd imagine we're just going to go ahead and see a quick take of that.
Yeah, and already, too, you see Dombray's on the move. He's going to get there way before Chookies does because they're still focused on pushing in this wave. And you realistically can't do anything about this. So you're just going to let it go. You do have eyes, but not a whole lot else. This is what I call front row seats. The Topo, he's just watching all the action go down. He's going to go back on his merry way. And this Rift Herald is good, too, because, I mean, we've already seen Yukino spend so much time bot side. Keep it up. Show up again. On the bottom side, Masu still doesn't have flash. Abuse that.
Yeah.
And if you get a good play coming through, get some extra place onto Mia. Let me tell you what, Echo, we love to see that.
Indeed, we do. And Mia also likes to see kills in his pocket. And if he can get some kind of engage going on the Masu, maybe they can find that. But healing does come out. And so ultimately not going to find anything. Kitsuo using this time to go ahead and grab that drag for free. And EG Prodigy's like, you know what? Drink. We can give that. Not the end of the world.
It's not. And realistically now, though, Yukino is on this bottom side. You can see Chookies getting a little aggressive with the vision.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, oh, Robbie's here.
Indeed. We look to find something. The 4-man, though, here from Team Pending. Looking to just take everything out of this jungle here. They are just robbing EG Prodigies right now. Everything on the map belongs to Team Pending is what they're saying.
That's right, Kitsuo employing the high-level jungle tech of if I give my laner my enemy blue, I get to keep mine. Exactly what we saw take place there. So it's Team Pending still getting some things back on their side of the map. They still have a kill to their name. They didn't get Herald, but they do have Dragon. The ball is still in EGP's court, though, to be able to actually see what they're going to be able to do with that Rift Herald. You see Yukino is looking around in the mid lane, but I don't think that's the play. I think if you want to give some support to Faisal top lane, I like that because he's been getting the better of Topo, or you just recall and send it bot.
Yep, both the junglers facing each other now right now, so that's going to give some info out, but Yukino going to go opt to back off instead. Topo moving as well for the assist if needed with that terrain advantage, and so ultimately Yukino back in this mid lane. But not going to find anything on Robbie Bob here. Just going to apply some pressure here, establish some dominance in this mid lane. Looking to maybe clear this wave. Maybe we see. Nah, just going to help Doxa push it. Head on back actually down to the spot lane. See if we can make it there in time. Maybe they can find something here.
Yeah, potentially. Luckily, for Masu and Chookies, at least that wave is coming their way. Although the problem now is that Doxa actually has a roam timer. Could show up to this dive and really just guarantee its success. I actually think Doxa's just waiting in the brush for the play to come through. So Yukino, instead, is just going to drop the Herald and walk away.
Yep, grab that, get the crash, get some money over into the hand of Mia and Dombre right there. Always like to see that. And just back off. Don't want to risk anything. Don't want to give any unnecessary gold on over to Team Pending, who have clearly proven that if they're given a lead, they will run off with it.
Right, and so far, at least it is some extra plate value in EG Prodigies. Maybe not what they were hoping for, but they weren't confident about the potential dive angle that was presented to them. So it's just going to be back to farming for Yukino. And actually just all the members of Team Pending here. These things are just kind of slowing back down. I was hoping that EGP would do a little more for trying to just get Mia ahead. But I mean, on this Jinx, you do still have a decent gold lead. Oh, wait a second.
Yeah, meanwhile, on this mid lane, Robbie Bob needs to be careful. Flash does come out into the turret, and it's going to be safe. Popping the ultimate, so we'll dox it as well. Just going to look to shove this wave. Kitsuo hovering around as well, just in case something goes down, in case he's needed. But ultimately, that's quite going to come out of that. And I think it's great that you touched on, right? We were talking about how Mia needs to get that real resources, right? And if we give him that, if we give her that, then she can just straight up carry this thing. She loves to do that, right? Being that main character carry. Right now, I don't feel like they're giving her everything that they could, but at the end of the day, right, she will still scale.
Right, and you still have the Tom Kench, who's going to be really good defensively for Team Pending if they jump on top of your AD carry. And that's what EGP are kind of banking on, it's looking like. You have a lot of ways to peel for Jinx, protect them, while also threatening the backline of Team Pending. And that's kind of what matters here. Mia's that player who we talk about, really good mechanically, really skilled overall. Now she has that opportunity to really show it to us in this game, where EGP about to be eliminated from this tournament if they don't come out on top here.
Yeah, stakes are high at the moment. Drag is up in 1 minute. And we have Masu and Chuki's looking to just push this wave. Kitsuo is back, see if they can make something happen. Actually, that's a lot of damage coming out onto Mia, though. Be careful there. But that ward is just spotting them out. Yeah, finally realizes it's there. But look at that, the two-man move here. And this might be a dive actually from the team I wasn't expecting. Never mind, they do get spotted out. And so they're like, you know what? Let's find something else to do.
They don't quite have the vision on Yukino. The wave isn't as big as they may be hoping, so they're just going to end up backing up, move back to the mid lane instead. Now, things are slowing back down again. Dragon's up in 30 seconds. I think that's the big thing either of these teams are looking for, that or the second Rift Herald. I think if I'm EVGP, I'm looking for that second Rift Herald, especially because we're, 14 minutes in?
Yeah.
And only one dragon has gone down. So I think it's just focus on Herald. Try to crack open some of these turrets, or at least one of these turrets, I should say, so that you can try and get some bigger leads.
Yeah, open up the map a little bit, allow you to roam around a bit more, but for now, Drag is live on the map. You already see Kitsuo hovering around it. He's waiting for his opportunity to get it. Robbie Bob is there as well. Masu and Juki's are going to look to try and find something here. Oh, a very nice little showstopper right there, though. Into the back line. The Haymaker not quite going to find Mia, though. He's in that back line safe and secure. We see the call of the Portugal coming. Actually, Mia grabbing that first kill, though. Now Yukino needs to be careful here. Kitsuo doing quite a bit of damage, trying to find something else here, but won't find anything at the end of the day. And ultimately, Chuki's will be the only one that goes down.
That ends up being a big play, though, for EGP. Team Pending, they commit teleport. They commit so much to try and make this bottom play work. But instead, you give Faisal free time to get the first turret and all the bonus gold that comes with it. You give Mia the first kill, even though it costs her both her summoner's spells. But it just means that key scaling members of Evil Genius Prodigies, they're accelerating to the point where they really want to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to point out, definitely got to mention actually the Athena's James coming out from Topo, originally placed onto Faisal. Looks like he might be placed on someone new. I'm not sure, but that is a really interesting pick, actually, kind of like cementing that. Yeah, I'm just gonna be chilling in the lane here though. Docs are trying to find something. No, they get stunned. Can't quite find it. Yo, huge flash. Not gonna be enough though. Will still go down. Docs at diff, baby. Can he get out of this one alive? Is the question though. It's not looking too likely. Ooh, the shuriken.
Unless
that dash might just allow him to take it back. You won't, obviously not, but Doxa gonna get out of that one alive. Very good execution.
Wow. Used the flash, traded it for Masu, but also got the kill. Big deal there for the mid laner of Evil Genius Prodigy, picking up their first kills. We're gonna see it again in the replay, and that's the shuriken flip. That lands, you're in trouble. As we so often learn playing against champs like Akali.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that the stun takes a minute to actually go through. Look at that though, huge flash comes out from Doxa, walks off into the sunset like it's nothing, hits him with the shuriken flip. He's like, later, I'm out of here.
Puts on the sunglasses and everything. And on the other side of the map too, because that was essentially a 1v2, EGP had numbers around the Rift Herald. It was an easy secure.
Yep.
Went through. Yukino has it in his back pocket now, where that's something that will be able to pick up even more gold, break open that mid tier 1 turret, really start to push the vision line forward into team pending jungle, making it harder for them to contest for these neutrals going forward. And now you only gave away 2 dragons for that to come through. And by the time the 3rd dragon comes through, EGP will be in a spot where they can start to 5v5 for him.
Exactly. Looking to move around here, try and get some vision down, though. Same deal for Masu here. And they're just going to go ahead and, spawn that Rift into this mid lane. Looking to crack this mid turret open up the map for themselves a little bit more, get some more roaming potential going. So with the crash, I don't think it's quite going to be enough to take out the turret. Nah, not quite going to get that damage out, but it's going to get it considerably low.
Still, nice quick value. You're in a position where it's low enough that honestly, it would be really easy for you to take down, especially if you find a play close to Dragon Time. So that is something. And it gives the opportunity. Oh, hold on a second.
Oh, Call the Vortex gets dropped, and we see the TP as well from Robbie Bob. Looking to find something here. Faisal realizes something is up, and he's going to be running for his life here. Looking to go under the turret. No, the flash coming out. Oh, my God.
Wow.
I don't know what the plan was, but we'll go down and just give his money over to top up.
That's the thing. He makes it so he flashes so that Robbie Bob uses TP for nothing. Isn't able to actually get any, not a kill, not an assist. So that's a lot of gold on a crucial member. It would have been brutal.
Indeed, it was. See, meanwhile, this Molly Heartbreaker getting dropped to try and get away. Yukino, though, might have been on more. You can do the flash, double flash coming out. Can't quite get that isolated damage. Never mind, though. We'll find it. And now Doxa is on his own.
Oh, that's 2 TPs.
Yep, 2 TPs. Then he's trying to find something. It does get slow. Gets hit with the death laser. Perfect execution and perfect demise. Is looking like down. He goes. Come on, just take one. Whoa, he does get one, though. Taking one with him. He's like, you're coming down with him. Well, though, hold up. We're not even done yet because in this mid lane, trying to find something here, but that stun coming up from Masu is huge. The choppers get dropped down, and that is going to block the path for Masu and Chookies. Do they care, though? Not too likely. Maybe trying to find something here, but I don't think you win the trade here with this Jinx.
Still, that ends up, you're pretty happy with that one. If you're team pending, you manage to get some kills, shutdowns, and you don't lose anyone in the mid lane. That's kind of why I was holding my breath for a moment, and it means that you're going to be able to secure another turret here. And you can see a team pending starting to slowly catch their way back up into this game, but it cost them both their teleports to be able to do it. I think that's the biggest thing. Yeah, Doxa committing his, so it's not the biggest disadvantage, but you still have Faisal, who's going to be easily splitting on whatever side of the map they need him on the side of EGP, and no one's going to be realistically able to do anything about it when a major objective is on the board for the next few minutes.
Yep, speaking of major objectives, next drag is up.
Never mind. We're just TPing.
Yeah, we're just TPing right in, realizing with these objectives being up, they want to find themselves maybe a pick here. This drag would spell soul point for the side of Team Pending, and I'm looking like they're spelling demise for him as well. If they're not careful here, huge call the forward got going in. Down goes Faisal. That's the first member off the board. Down goes Yukino. Second member down. Can they find 3? I just find it there. Shuriken connects. Take it back. You won't. There we go. Sends it. Can they get the kill to the showstopper to get away from the masses with the haymaker as well? Doxa lower and lower, but it doesn't even matter. It takes out another one. Will finally go down.
Yeah, but despite his best efforts, that's still a 3-for-1 in favor of Team Pending. Big fight. We talk about how they manage to always pull it together around these neutral objectives. Echo, they do it again. Despite the gold deficit they find themselves in. And they're still in. They managed to make it happen, and around a crucial fight, that 3rd dragon, meaning now they're at Infernal Soul Point. Another major win con that they can play for once again, and they're key to closing this series out here and now.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's Senna as well. We caught a quick glimpse of it, right? The 100+ stacks already just means so much damage rate.
That's kind of insane.
Rate-wise, it's absolutely huge. And
oh,
Faisal.
No, Faisal.
Yeah, Faisal thought he found an opportunity there, but yeah, no. Let's take a quick look at what happened at Dragon real quick.
And we gotta watch this one again, because realistically, look at Mia. She's separated, and that's the biggest thing here. Besides the zap and a couple rocket autos, by the time she can actually do anything, already 2 members are out of the picture for the side of Evil Genius Prodigies. So it makes it just so hard for anything to be salvaged here, despite, to be fair, Doxa's best efforts. And to take down Chookies in the process, but he trades his life for it.
Yeah, Doxa trying to find something. Look at that Q damage though. Comes out, takes him out there. My lord. And yeah, Team Pending found their way back once again. Definitely EG Prodigies shaking in their boots right now. Things looking down for them. This obviously, as we said before, right, they lose this and they are out. Not out of the picture just yet, but if things keep going in Team Pending's favor, we might just be seeing a rerun of game number 1.
And now Team Pending, we're down a couple thousand gold. They find themselves in a very slight lead. Shows just how valuable that fight and subsequent turrets is for this team. And they get the mid-tier 1, which we talk about being so important. Making it easier for you to invade, set up vision for neutrals. And how important is that when 2 very important neutrals are going to be on the board soon? 1, the Baron that's already there, and 2, Team Pending's Infernal Soul that's going to be up in 3 minutes.
Yeah, Prodigies. And out of time here to make something happen. If you look for something here, though, call the port guy getting dropped down, though. Actually, huge double knock. Devour. It does get dropped onto Mia. Gonna allow her to escape on over the wall there with flash.
Oh my
god! Find something so much damage with the Chaos Storm. It just seals the deal. Down goes Mia. Down goes Dawnbray. And that's absolutely huge. And look at that. Instantly, the pivot. They're like, hey, it's Baron time, baby.
What I tell you, you can't give Robbie Bob the victor. He flashes in. He knows he has the angle. And all that damage means he said it. It's Baron time. Team Pending are just going to further this lead they just recently found. And with no bot lane, EGP, can they stop it?
I don't know, but they have the chance here. Doxa kind of stuck here, isolated from the rest of his squad, using the Shroud to try and maneuver around. Same thing does take Amatsu, though. Very nicely done. Trying to get out of that one alive. The flash does get dropped. The Shuriken to get the rest of the distance. Doxa will get out of that one alive.
Oh, wow.
That was close.
That was really close. I'm sure Robbie Bob begging him to take that Shuriken flip. But that ends up being a pretty massive stop. We have another fight coming through.
Yep, Yukino needs to flash to get on out of that one. Just too much damage coming out here from Kitsuyo and Topo. He's to retreat the rest of his team as they look to hold this mid lane. Their tier 1 has fallen, but they should be able to stop the push from tier 2. Robbie Bob Miwa in this top lane gonna head on back as well. So the Baron is still standing at the moment, dragging up in a minute 30.
Yeah, that ends up being a really big stop. Come on,
Robbie
the
Bob,
chopper!
no, the chopper stopping the TP. Robbie Bob looking to find something. The Chaos Storm gonna drop. Is it gonna be enough? No, the race. Oh my god, oh, it is.
He got him.
Oh my god, he actually got him. The Chaos Storm, too speedy, is gonna take out Mia.
Still, I will say that's a big shutdown for Mia. So that is a lot of bonus gold in this Jinx's pocket, which you are happy about. And you did get Robbie Bob's TP out in the process, despite it being canceled. It's not bad. I think you're pretty happy with that one if you're Evil Genius Prodigies, because especially it's a nice extra chunk of gold for this Jinx coming up for this dragon fight. That is crucial that EGP managed to win. And we're going to see now this graph on the left. Robbie Bob, most gold in the game. And I mean, it's been reflecting the damage he's been able to do. And it's worth noting too, what isn't reflected is the fact that Ornn, that ability to help scale with the Masterwork items, also upgraded Robbie Bob's Leandri. So this dude is juiced. Yeah, Robbie Bob's the CEO of Booster Juice.
He's boosted, he's juiced, he's boosted. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. He's got the bag and he's looking good while he's doing it. Has the Rabidons as well. He's putting out so much damage, and with this drag up in 14 seconds, like you said, it's his Team Pending Soul. Infernal as well. It is going to hurt, and there is no way EG Prodigies is going to let them have it without a fight here, trying their best to find something here too. People to be careful. Shuriken does land, followed by the stun as well. Doxa, though, not sure if he wants to take it, wants to wait for that Haymaker shield to run out, but it's going to take too long. And Emerald gets dropped. Huge Abyssal dive though into the masses. Actually, it's going to get stopped though, and that is huge. Down goes Robbie Bob actually, though. They find that first pick. Doxa picking up 1 kill before he goes down as well. Trading 1 for 1 for 1 for 1 right now. Down goes Masu as well to the hands of Yukino, and the full fight is just absolutely spread out. Meanwhile, in this mid lane, Topo running for his life. Hazel looking to hunt him down. The zap connects, and down he goes, and that's the ace for EG Prodigy. They turn it around, grab themselves Drag, and are looking to grab themselves Baron too.
That's so big. EG get 2 major neutral objectives. They stop the Soul, they pick up so much gold, and now they get the Baron as well after acing Team Pending. And just like that, they are not only back in the game, Echo, they are firmly in control, and we're going to see the replay here. You can see it. The setup is cleared. Team Pending, they want to use 4 to hold off the rest of EGP so that Kitsuo can just solo the dragon. The problem ends up being Suki takes a lot of damage and the fight ends up getting split up. What that means is even though there are some kills and trades going back and forth, Robbie Bob, big damage dealer, out of the picture, and Mia on the other hand, even though she gets pretty low, she is able to keep outputting DPS for EGP.
Yep. We said, right? She wants to be on those main character champs. She wants to be getting the damage out. She wants to be making the plays. And they finally give her the resources that she needs to do so. Now she is looking good right now. That Death Dance as well. Now put so much damage. And with that Baron buff online for the next 2 minutes, that's a lot of siege potential in the hands of EG Prodigies. And look at that. Oh, Lord. Yukino even has that Guardian Angel. So now you got to kill him twice.
Yeah, and it's brutal. Big thing too is Mia must be sitting on a lot of gold right now. Once that Infinity Edge comes through, that is huge for EGP. Like, that damage is going to be so brutal in these 5v5s. And already the damage is pretty good, considering Topo has a good amount of gold and tank stats coming through. He even has the Anathemas, which I have to imagine is on top of Mia.
Yeah, indeed. Looking to siege down this bot tier 2 right now while Yukino moves on to mid with Doxa, trying to get this turret down. Do need to be careful, obviously, with Chuki, so a bit of a split siege right now. Got that 3-2 going. I find anything right now. Here, yeah, you can even see Cameron not even sure where to pan, right? It's like, do we go bot? Do we go mid? Where's it gonna happen? Where's the action coming?
There's a lot going on here right now, Echo. That's the thing. Team Pending losing a lot mid and top lane. So far, EGP haven't been able to siege just yet. The wave clear really good there on the side of Team Pending. But right now, you can see it. They're starting to collapse on the bottom side. They are in danger.
Yukino's coming in. He's like, I see you there. You better back away from that turret if you want to stay alive. And Team Pending is going to go ahead and respect it. Back off, give them that tier 2, hand it over, and look to just hold this tier 3 instead.
Yeah, so it's not as much. Not a whole lot of turrets taken down here, but it's still a big Baron buff in their hands. You can see a plus 3,000 gold EGP, and they were down a little bit of gold, Echo, and now look at it. EGP are up 6k. With the dragon coming up in 2 minutes here, Team Pending are going to be in a little bit of trouble, especially because Mia finished that IE. There it is. Like, that is a huge spike for Jinx.
That's like you look at it and then it's just comedically large gulp because you realize just how much damage is about to come out from Mia there. It's already maybe looking to showcase it here, pushing this mid wave through for some kind of opportunity. Not gonna find it though, and it's just crazy how much the tempo has shifted. Mia on this top lane. Topo looking to try and stop this push. Don't think he's gonna be able to though. Actually, might be able to ignite coming out. You can do so much damage with the Chaos Storm. Actually, Jesus, that hit like a truck. Oh, Talbot just missing the dash a little bit there. Chompers get dropped down as well, but not going to be enough to stop him. The Orin Horn getting called in as well. A nice little triple knockup there. The Devourer came out. It's going to go down.
Oh my God, Dumper's gone.
Team Pending looking to turn it back around. They're like, we gave you a chance. You didn't take it, and we're taking your lives. Down goes Mia as well. Yukino and Taisel looking to run. Doxa clearing that wave as well. And now Team Pending are on the hunt. They're looking. They're hunting. They smell the blood. And they're going to run them all the way to their own base. Basil, Doxa running out of places to run to. Need to find something here if they want to stay alive. And I don't know if they have to slow so much damage. It's going to go down. Buying time for Doxa. Oh no, the ward though. The blue ward. They know where Doxa is. Doxa going to try and at least pick up a kill there. Gets one. Can he find something else? No, he won't. Too much damage coming out. But at the very least takes one with him.
That's huge. Almost the full ace coming through from Team Pending. It's such a crucial moment as well. But you can see it. Even though they are behind, the damage is there. Those Ornn items are still very powerful. Things that aren't reflected in the gold lead. But ultimately, it ends up being just a really smart play here. Robbie Bob and the rest of Team Pending shifting up to that top side, punishing Yukino and Faisal for overstaying without vision. Speaking of punish,
oh my God,
where did he go?
I was told that Tom Kench is a tank. I feel like I've been lied to.
Too.
Oh my God, down goes Yukino as well. Gonna go ahead and use that Guardian Angel, but it doesn't even matter. Gets knocked out, gets put in the ground, but it might just be Reset City. They do pick up one. Mia, this is her chance to be the star, be the main character, but never mind.
No.
Gets hit with a knockup, gets shut down. Oh, Kitsuo just barely escaping that one alive, and Team Pending are going to hop on over to the dragon, grab themselves Infernal Soul.
Oh man, and that is brutal. Mia almost tried to make it happen, but Topo and Robbie says, your hair is not the right color, Mia. You're no main character in this game. And that's going to secure the Dragon Soul here for Team Pending. They have everything they need to win this game, end the series here and now, and send EGP packing.
Yep, and they're looking to send Doxa into a body bag if they have any saying it, but never mind. Doxa's like, hey, you remember Doxa Diff, baby? I'm about to show you why we say that. Chuki's just getting over the wall barely. Doxa is on the hunt, dude. He does not care if it's a 3-man. Shuriken not going to find its target there, unfortunately. Now Doxa put himself in a bad spot. It was an ambitious play, but unless maybe the barrel can find something. Not going to get it though. Exhaust coming out as well. Very ambitious play, just not quite finding the targets that Doxa was hoping for.
No, and that's Dragon Soul, Team Pending. A lot of big combat stats. Result, oh god, the Super Mega Death Rocket just barely misses Chuki's on his recall. And now the only thing on the map to play for is the Baron. It is up and available. This gold lead that EGP Prodigy has been sliced in half and then sliced again, as it's now just under 3K. But I mean, Robbie Bob, he's at 4 items and a 10 stacks Medjai's. You have Masu, who is at 2.5 items, but is getting AD and crit and everything with the soul. When we talk about major damage dealers, depending, they're in the spot they need to be. EGP, of course, we know they are too. So it's just going to be about how these team fights end up going. And it's about setting up for Mia, making sure you can peel, use that Devour so that she gets the most amount of DPS possible. Team Pending have been good at making sure that that doesn't happen. DGP, they have to make it happen at least one more time.
Yep, we do see the flash getting burned there from Nombre. I gotta ask, is there a universe? Do we see something?
Oh, that's isolated.
That dot. Nice little Devour.
Oh, the cancel.
Oh, it does get canceled. Going over the wall, though. The sacrifice, the heroic end. But it doesn't even matter. Kitsu is saying, I don't care what you do. I'm taking y'all out with me. That's the 3-man. I was just about to ask you, is there a universe where EG Prodigies holds down for the 5 minutes and flips the Elder?
I would have said yes.
It's not looking too good right now as Team Pending grab themselves the Baron buff. They're just looking to run EG into the ground here. Look at that. Chuki's he's just like circling around his prey, dude. Oh my god, that is menacing.
And he's just making sure he can't do anything about stealing the Baron or be anywhere near the pit, anywhere in the vicinity when it happens. And Echo, this has just been an insane comeback from Team Pending, who just keep on finding these angles, keep punishing members of Evil Genius Prodigies who overstep instantly, no hesitation.
Yeah, doing a great job of it. Look at those gold grass. Oh my god. It's just been like it's been shifting in EG Prodigy's favor, and then Team Pending always looking to pull it back, and they always manage to do it successfully. And now with this Baron buff, the base of EG Prodigies is I don't think it's long for this world, I'm not gonna lie.
It's not looking good, but okay. Even with everything that's happened, even with Baron, you got Jinx at 4.5 items.
That's true.
It is winnable if she can start resetting. Like,
Reset City. We need to be in Reset City right now. Take a cab, head on over to Reset City because you're running out of opportunities as your first tier 3 goes down. Inhibitor to follow as well. EG Prodigy's backs against the wall. They're running out of options here if they want to stay alive in this. Dombre, my god, still goes down there actually to the Ornhorn. Down goes one. Looking to find 2 reals, and not quite getting it though. This might be the reset they need. Gonna go gold though, so they won't find it. Yukino goes down. Stopwatch indeed. Lot of low health bars. They're trying to put him in the dirt here and now. Can't quite find it though. Not enough damage. Never mind. They take out Mia. Doxa last man standing with Faisal. They need to do something here and now, but it's not looking like they can. Down goes Faisal and the rest of EG Prodigies. Being bad never looked so good up until now because Team Pending, they're not pending their spot in the semifinals anymore.
And in one fell stroke, Team Pending made everyone on the caster desk look silly. Not a single person thought they would come out on top today, except for a veteran. All right, I don't want to hear it when we go back to the desk, but I mean,
just mute him, bro. Just mute him.
I mean, you know what? Give him credit. Give him credit. Like he made the call. Team Pending played phenomenally tonight. 2-0, convincing fashion. This was not the series I thought was gonna go 2-0, but here we are.
No, absolutely bad. Absolute upset there. Team Pending. Showing the glorious evolution indeed. Gotta put that propaganda out there because that damage that was coming out from the victim was absolutely insane. I mean, one Chaos Storm just straight up took out a top Kench with shield. Like, in what universe do you see that?
I mean, Infernal Soul helps. Masterwork item. There's a lot going for Robbie Bob in that favor. But this is why I'm saying you can't let him have that champ, bro. It's not legal.
Yeah, no, you call it. You said at the start, it's like you give him that victor, you're done.
Bad things happen.
They gave him, very bad things happen, including being knocked out. They gave him the victor. They were done. You hate to see it, but they send EG Prodigies. They're not the Prodigies anymore, unfortunately. They're going to have to wait another year, and they're going to send them packing. But we'll have some interviews go. So we'll go to a quick break, and then when we're back, I'm sure Ravage has a couple of words to trade with one of the members of Team Pending. Don't go anywhere.
Robert Bobbert Rob, welcome. How are you, sir? Let's start off with that, because I imagine you're feeling pretty okay, yeah?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good out today. You know, after that third game, or second game, I guess. It feels really good.
I mean, I think it should, because considering right from the beginning, you know, as what I pointed out there, I was on your side the entire time. It was me, yet again, back to back, again and again. I believed in y'all people out here thinking, nah, EGP. Yeah, they forget that you guys are absolutely nuts. Isn't that right, Robbie?
Well, I guess you could say that. I mean, it's just big props to, you know, obviously the three core of, you know, me, Chookies, and Kitso, and, you know, Topo and Masu, like Bill, Shane's, and Shogo's roles really well. Like, Masu's just a beast, so it's really, it's really a delight playing with him.
Here, so question for you on that too, right? Now you guys just came off your big C-level win as well, which you've been playing and practicing on 12.9, and then immediately right after, like a day later, you're back on a brand new patch, right? Isn't that such a big mentality and mind shift, and just a mindset shift on how you have to play the game right now?
Well, you know, even with the different patch, like, yeah, a lot changes, right? You know, certain champions get stronger and certain champions get weaker, but overall, you know, how you approach the game stays the same. So we're all in like that same mindset, and we all know what we want to play and what's strong, and it just all comes down to execution. And I think we're really good right now at that.
Okay. All right. I mean, I believe you all, and as of right now, it does seem to be that your execution seems to be the name of the game right now, Robbie. But looking at this going forward, though, now you've been kind of sweeping almost every single team you have faced, and you guys are making a real run, right? You're already in semis. Would you say that currently you are the strongest team in the tournament, or the people that actually contend against you?
Well, currently right now, I think we can be the strongest. I think we definitely have the ceiling to be the strongest. I don't know if we are right now until we face, I think the strongest right now is probably 100 Thieves Next. I mean, they're always looking really strong. And, you know, until we first that team, I have no clue. But for our MIA finals match, we're versing Cincinnati Fear, and last time we played against that team, I think we stomped them pretty hard. So I'm hoping for a run back on that.
Well, hey, I'm hoping for it and to be able to see more of y'all as well. But Robbie, there is one specific thing that I know you live by, and many people who know you by as well, is that you just can't stop stealing people's girlfriends. So when will you give them back?
Well, I shouldn't say that, but you know, you know, whenever I'm done.
Okay, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. Stealer of games and of SOs, Mr. Robbie Bob himself. Any shout outs you want to give out?
Well, big shout outs to obviously the UST boys. You know, I'm repping the merch, you know, UST merch, so
I wish I had my shirt.
Shout out to Chookies, and then to Topo for, you know, just being a rock in top, and then, you know, Masu is just a beast. We're so lucky to have him on our team, and hoping for more wins.
All right, I am as well be watching y'all closely. Congrats again on the win. I'll talk to y'all soon.
Thank you.
And yet again, we come back to this. Now, firstly, I wanted to be pointing this out. I am 100% on this first day. in terms of just match score, right? Game score and everything. It's just, I'm so good. It's kind of nuts. On the other end, though, veteran, you do also kind of deserve this as well. You can be like my little liege, because although you did, like, didn't get the perfect score, you did do pretty good. So shout out to you.
Hey, maybe I got the scores wrong, but I got the results right, and I got the reasons why the results would be that way correct, and that's what matters to me. So, brilliant day, and congratulations to TBA. They showed that those aspects on the map where they are better than their opponents matter a lot, and yeah, they were even able to show that they could take it to them on an individual level, which is really good for the rest of the tournament.
Solar, you were wrong. Thoughts?
Wow, way to call me out. Yeah, I was very wrong. I was very surprised. I didn't think it would be too hard to predict this entire day, but yeah. No, I was wrong. Very wrong.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're taking it in stride, and I'm proud of you for doing so. But I will not, and I will gloat. Absolutely. But while you just let that all compress, veteran, talk to me a bit about this draft, because TBA seemed to just know and want and got everything they realistically needed to win.
Well, Senna's actually a huge pick for Masu and always has been. Topo on the Ornn was always going to struggle a bit against Gangplank early, but again, like the Poppy, it's a very difficult champion to accelerate against, right? Especially if you're going to keep picking champions for Faisal that don't necessarily have the best solo peel in the world, and aren't going to be able to do anything against the tools that Topo has against your eventual dive, against your eventual gank. Now, the big thing for EGP that we saw them do this game, that I really like to see, and that I thought we might see them do after a potential first game loss, is they did actually adapt and play heavily towards Maya. But you did see that in mid-game, they didn't understand how to rotate their ADC to these fights. And even though they spent the early game accelerating through bot lane, they didn't end up playing with Maya in a lot of those mid-game situations. So here again, Maya is miles away. They're attempting to actually dive on this Ornn. It doesn't go very well. They eventually have to pull back. Maya does come in, but now TBA can decide whether or not they want to take this fight. They've had ages to prepare for this because Topo can delay for so long, and they didn't begin this fight with where all the damage was, which was Maya. And now they're just all caught out of position. Once they enter back into the jungle, Ornn is very good at controlling those chokes. Senna doesn't have to be grouped the same way that Jinx does, right? So those mispositioning don't matter so much for TBA. But crucially, the start of that fight, you don't have Maya anywhere. They all end up spread really, really thin, and TBA are able to isolate them one-on-one. And yeah, they end up running away with the fight here. They maybe could have gotten some more if they didn't chase all the way, but this was actually a really big deal for them to win this particular fight, I remember, because they were able to go off of this to actually get that Infernal Soul, which was absolutely massive for them to be able to close out this game. There was definitely a worry, especially when it comes to the Jinx, that she'd just be able to carry anyway. You definitely saw those spikes denying them their initial soul, and actually here, if the replay keeps going, yeah, you'll see how much power the Jinx has. If she's able to get another Infernal, this game could have gone very differently. Look at the damage on Kitsuro there. One more Infernal, Kitsuro is 100% dead. But, you know, this was a bit of a desperation play. Topo's able to set up again. That's 2 Ornn ultimates we've got in one replay, by the way, guys. And they're able to just pop the Jinx. That was a really huge team fight for them. But you see the damage there at the end that was on that Jinx. Why aren't you starting with it? Why, after playing around Maya for the whole early game, do you then switch back to Faisal? Do you switch back to seemingly anything but Maya? I saw her all alone in mid lane on so many instances where plays were happening on sides. That's your power play. You have to keep rotating with it.
And we were talking about this as well, right at the beginning of the day, that Mia loves playing these MC champs. Wants to make sure that if given the resources, she will and has popped off in the past. But currently, they decided that Jinx was at a pretty good state, and perhaps you could try to accelerate some other of their lanes. But eventually, didn't work out though. But hey, Doxa did manage to get a kill no matter kind of what went down. So shout out to him, I guess, on a lot of those. But realistically, it was unfortunate that timings, because every single time he did manage to die, it was usually around a major objective, which that on its own just led to the detriment and the fall of EGP, who now at this point are looking at elimination from quarterfinals, right? And Team Pending on their own. We talked about it already. Robbie specifically said he wants to face the Cincinnati Fear again. He wants to go all the way forward. He wants to perhaps even see 100 Thieves at the end, who they believe to be the strongest team in the tournament. And Solari, as of right now, I think Team Pending are really making a real case of going to the finals.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, honestly, I kind of wrote them off. I didn't think they were that crazy good of a team, but the CLL buff is coming in. They're looking really good. Like, really, really good. I've been convinced. I'm a fan.
Well, hey, they are one series away from potentially doing so.
Yeah.
Considering 100 Thieves next are right at the top of the bracket, going up against AoE Esports next. After they took the 2-1 against Ginger Turmeric, Team Penny against Cincinnati Fear is a match that, you know, they were definitely looking forward to, very much so. And I'm sure they're going to put their heart and souls into it as well. But with all those matches wrapped up for the day, ladies and gentlemen, that's almost going to be it from us here. Because considering after how all the matches did shape out, you know, a lot of people were right, most of you were wrong. And every single person said, E.G., O ye of little faith. Now, veteran, let's remember, you changed your prediction last minute, right? Or it was kind of just a little wrap up, but at the end of the day, you know, I'm glad that we're on the same side here for Team Pending.
Sure. I want to clarify, I did give my prediction correctly.
Well, you know what? Hey, you know, that's my bad, because all that matters is that I was still 100% right in game score, so that's fine.
That matters a lot, but you know what's going to matter week after week? So I'm back, baby, all right? At the start, I didn't have VODs. Now I have an entire tournament's worth of VODs. This is just the beginning. You're going to get W after W after W from now on, all right? Pixel perfect predictions. The game's basically decided on the desk at this point, all right? An actual genius will bet against an evil genius every time. And I thank TBA for putting one hell of a smile on my face.
That was a banger line, actually. Respect to you on that. Wow, damn. But like you said, so hopefully the birthday buff can truly be what you need to make it all the way to the end. That big Leo, congrats to you again. Happy birthday, veteran. Y'all make sure to go hit him up on Twitter. The man who is Europe himself. Wish him a very happy birthday. Also make sure to follow our other wonderful Anna Solari. No matter how her decisions may lie in terms of predictions, they're still a wonderful person. You should still go support them and all their work as well. And I want to thank you all for watching yet again. Feels good to be back in PGCQ. So I've been Ravishing, most ravishing men on the internet. Y'all have a good night. I'll see you soon. Peace.